There, Abby. Welcome to the start of a new game. Wow. A new game that has changed since last time we streamed, so.
And his name is John Cena!
Also, John Cena is John Cena because Rebels first. Anyway, let's put the game up. Those civilians were not, in fact, fine.
Dying on my hard cry, man. Complete.
Warning. Warning. UFO detected.
I never noticed the ETA on that UFO detector screen up until now. But there will be a lot of depths on both the enemy and ourselves. Yeah, we're going back. Like I said, I was deciding between this and going back to try Long War, but I decided since the latest update, I was thinking of going to Long War, and then I saw that XCOM Files got updated to version 3.8, and I figured, let's do it. Got literally updated yesterday. While I was thinking about what to do that day, since we finished Yakuza Kiwami. I keep saying any with me. But we played this a while back, about 2 years ago. Yeah, modded, of course. Oh, that's why I can look in. I was gonna have this ready in advance, I forgot. But when we last played, we started a campaign in version 2.6. It's now version 3.8, so yeah, things have changed since back then. I think like halfway through the campaign was when we saw the new transformations. Well, people that want names. But as for mods, oh, good thing I checked. I forgot. I thought I did turn on the Files music on. Yeah, but that is a long time from now, and who knows if stuff has changed between then and now. I know the early game got changed a little bit, as well as hybrids and some other stuff. Didn't really keep track, but you know, like 8 editions or 7 editions since our last campaign. Yeah. Gonna play on difficulty 4. No Iron Man, of course, because I don't feel like. Wait, before I do that, I don't feel like having to suffer, and I think from what I heard, eventually it gets easier because you get so many combinations. Now, that will be for different stuff. It won't be for XCOM Files. Vanilla, maybe. Did I switch on the I think I did. Let's roll with it. As for where I'm gonna start, in a previous campaign we started in Italy. I feel like starting in Europe still. It'll be in Greece. A little close to Athens, I guess. No, and the mods balance around difficulty 3. Greece. I don't know. The name will be a name in progress until I figure it out. Also, Ball's telling me to hydrate apparently. Do a posture check. Right, it's needed to design the base. Longbridge, yeah. Corridors there. Hangar there, corridor there. HQ, HM. I want to keep the top part for like large stuff, but we'll just keep this all in a neat little row for now. Actually, scratch that. Hangar. Gym, cells, headquarters. Living quarter, general store, corridor, there for a hangar. Because that's when the game starts, Rebel. The game canonically starts in 97, a couple years before various things happen. Leave it at that. Anyone that's due to this mod. I shall be this person. We will have a rebel. You know, like I said, that's a different campaign. This is a fresh new campaign. Since Ball's here, we will have a bald. And the other 3 will name when the time comes for them, I guess. Put these guys in the gym. What's in her car? Electric clubs, door lights. Okay. You like to be service? We can definitely put you in. Was that 2 apps? Welcome to the team. We will hopefully not have to recard you a bunch of times. Sorry, the initial part is going to be me trying to remember what's important in life. Don't need scientists, engineers, couple extinguishers, some medical banks. Yep. Extinguishers, med banks, yeah. Flares. Don't need Glocks. Couple more agents, a second car. Because it's like season 2. To say we're like a different season. The stuff that happened in season 1 happened in season 1. This is a different timeline. Remind me. First was like out of our range, yeah. Billion. But I know what I want. I want another hangar. Research can't do anything. Alright, we're good. XCOM 2. Now that's a different mod and different game entirely. So I haven't done like the other introductory stuff, but well, seeing that, then once it becomes 97. Intelligence officer introduction. Granted my answer, please finally meet you. I thought you could use a break on your busy first day, so brought some tea to celebrate in the moment, or might be a tea person. So right away, as we were waiting on your arrival, took the liberty to socialize with some people on the founding committee to uncover some information on the current affairs. As it happens, I have some files I procured that way. We look at them later together. She gave us a secret file. It's a real nice to you, right, Commander? I'm the intelligence officer here, which means I take phone calls, make coffee, and squeeze people for information. I think that last thing would be the most important to you, but my hot coffee is really good too. Anyway, situation's simple. We're in pitch black. I have little to no leads to follow, so we might have to find those first. We need light captives, arrested individuals. So tell the other agents leave at least some for me. Other sources, like capture documents and such. Just don't give me dead bodies, they're not very talkative. If you think they're really interesting, talk to the hot chief medical officer instead. She's competent and knows what good coffee is. Won't worry about research just yet. Quartermaster. LMB is the commander. Glad to find you in person. I'm in charge of our supplies and field equipment. Say, would you like to see my little personal workshop? It's just between us, but I have some good whiskey stored for a special occasion like this. But before we get to it, just list something I keep stashed away for a rainy day, and I think we're in for a rainy year, so it's time to dust it off. It might not be much, but we're not exactly well armed at this point.
Ooh.
Ooh. He gave us a box. So let's get down to business, Commander. My role here is to keep an eye on all supply orders so that our agents don't have to. As it is, we seem to be a bit under-equipped, so I'll try to fix something a little special. I'll try and fix something a little more advanced for us if you let me. Anything special, just let me know, see what I can do. For starters, might want to expand our basic field gear a little. These air suspects are well harder to take down as usual, if you know what I mean. And my instincts tell me shootings will be common. Just in case the day rolls over, nothing matters. Tell me about the box. Tell me about... What is this? Operations give me again. It is Lisa stuff. It's actually done. The box is a box. It's a sturdy wooden chest used for safe storage of hand weapons. Alright, as for that, tell me about... logistics? I guess. Chief Account Introduction. New Commander. I supervise all financial matters in the organization. Can I see you later today at my office? There's some points I'd like to discuss. But first I need you to sign off on this parcel. It's been sitting here for a long time and it's addressed to the Exile Commander. I don't know what's inside, just don't open my present, just sign here and here. Alright, we could have got anything from this, we got a bone. As a chief account here, I'm responsible for all money transfers you authorize, so you better keep your spending urges in check. So you better want to charge of this mess. I really hope you're up for the job, because it doesn't look that good. You know as well as me that we're just a side operation to show how much UN cares about all this weird crap. But whatever you're standing on it is, I'm gonna keep this project running, and I assure you, I'll be here at least as long as you. Remind me, this phone doesn't do anything, right? No, so we could have got anything. We got just junk. Huzzah. And wait for the rest of the more important stuff to come in before you start reading UFOpedia entries. At least the important bits. Stuff has arrived. Pump shotgun and that. I could bring. Okay, I'm not gonna bring it, but it doesn't abuse me. That's. Let's sell that small shotgun. I don't really care for it, honestly. And we'll throw in Bald and Affable in that car. Right, the box. I thought that. I thought that the research the day started on December 31st. It must have changed. Now, the stuff from Enemy Unknown, it's irrelevant. Well, it's mostly irrelevant to us. Enemy of Fins Unknown is the reboot. The 2012 XCOM. Shotgun. I mean, actual shotgun, not a pump action. The Chief Medical Officer. Hello, Commander. I'm the Chief Medical Officer at this base. I heard some good stuff about you, so I have high hopes for this project. In fact, I'm more interested in the discoveries we can make than in money. And since I'm not exactly a poor person, I decided to give you a small donation to the cause, left in a secure locker. Yeah, but this game's the exception, and X-Pirate if I ever decide to play that that mod, which is a whole different matter entirely. I suppose I should tell you a bit about myself. As you know, my duty is to keep our field agents in one piece after, well, you know how it is with shady business like ours. However, I'm also qualified to perform scientific analysis on any biological materials of interest, including autopsies, vivisections, and biochem tests. Feel free to pay me a visit when you feel like it. Sorry for the smell of antiseptics, but believe me, it's better this way. This is much prior to that. We're barely getting to 97 when we deal with our rise to become the XCOM of that part of the timeline. For now, just put these on the list. Interesting, we have an early shotgun, but it doesn't really help me that much to research it, so. I think this is important to the promo. Yeah, it is. Oh, that's it. I'm committed, sort of. Okay, I get it now. Research this. Research that. We'll get personal protection eventually. Right now, the entire staff is rolled in. About us. XCOM Global Investigation Bureau was established in 1996 in response to mounting evidence of extraterrestrial forces on Earth. The special agency was tasked with investigation of such incidents and reporting directly to the United Nations. XCOM project was launched despite strong objections from various parties, of which many are still calling for its immediate termination. We must work hard to maintain our raising deter, since our enemies are many, and our allies prefer to always stay in the saddles. Thinking like Red Alert 2 and Red Alert Fury of Revenge. This is more along the lines of us dealing with this secret cult stuff. Field officers are recruited from various agencies. They're trained, they're somewhat competent. And I think contrary to when I actually did our previous campaign, I think agents can have random starting careers, like give them some minor stats. But the initial 6 are always have the original member dossier, which is +1 to everything. Secret cults. Our fans in the council inform us about powerful cults hiding in shadows around the world. These cults are dangerous criminals with possible ties to other, more powerful entities, perhaps even aliens. We must stand up to these sects, investigate them, and learn about their nature, and eventually thwart their plans. They're the first major obstacle to become the XCOM of tomorrow. Yeah, there's various careers. I did take a look at them before I started today. Before I started the stream. Just some minor like stats. We got paid. Money briefcase. $100,000 US. Money does make the world go round. Do I want to research this? I guess so. I keep moving this stuff around. I shouldn't be, but yeah. Hitman theme song. We do have it, actually. At least I think it's this one. It may not be. Change up the music style at least. Secret Files has a dossier on Ababa Too Old, an assassin affiliated with the Church of Dagon. This young Ethiopian girl was rescued by the International Red Cross after her orphanage caught fire, and she was sent to Germany, where her foster home burned down too. Later, she was adopted by a family believed to have ties with the Church of Dagon. He participated in some high-profile cult activities, leaving the victims carbonized. Extreme caution required for her capture, and Interpol's been notified. She is. And our agents have arrived. So the first 6 people are original members. They have +1 to everything. Also, I'm being told to hydrate again. I'm being told to hydrate the kidneys, apparently. And if I look at their combinations, there's some various things. This guy's a student, he has some sanity. Most of it's just minor stuff. There's a couple careers that offer some minor stuff like night vision, size strength, but it's more or less just some fancier stuff. Also, yeah, mouse go everywhere. It's a fact of life. But welcome to the early game where it's passing time mostly and hoping to see our first contact. Beach sightings. Some beachgoers in southern Africa observed a strange, not entirely human silhouette sneaking out of a coastal forest and disappearing into the ocean. The local predators hired a field day with another strange monster story. It does appear among countless false reports, but we can't rely on them forever. And we lost points. Ooh. Let's strange life form first. Okay, car 1. Definitely not going to go at night because that's a depth sentence when it comes to animals. Night howlers. A pair of savage fender wolves travel deep into an inhabited area in the Arctic. Okay. And cause numerous incidents involving both livestock and humans. Locals already decimated any mundane wolves they found. The most wild animals fled before their monsters brother in. Council completes the practical check. We lose points again. RNG is being cruel today, but when is it ever kind? People missing in the vicinity, some are found butchered, seemingly by some wild animal. To help local forces relocate a possible reason, some unidentified creature. Of course, bro, with the shot, with the fire extinguisher is ready to just bop someone in the face with it. Scorpions. That's not terrible. Also, it's the very beginning. We're going to be pretty bad with shooting in general, so. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, hi, I did not notice you. That's actually a really bad thing. Well, you're not dead, Rebel, but he did get poked a little bit. Yeah, I may want to patch it up. First aid kit in hand.
Why didn't you dodge?
In my defense, I did not notice the scorpion on the hill. That's on me a little bit. I'm hoping to at least make one of these scorpions bleed out because I don't think we're cop enough to zap them with the stun stick. Well, not plastic. We just have a really snazzy suit. We're a Boondoggle project. It's a rough life. Life is cruel until we actually get Kevlar, and even then, it's still it still doesn't protect you from getting stabbed by a scorpion. You have like multiple types. Just try it. Because you never know. 0%, you can still have 0%. Oh, it's a second scorpion. Where? Okay. Kneel and take that 6%, I guess. Okay, that one may bleed out before we... That one in theory should bleed out. Yeah, that one's too far out. Ideally, we want one alive, I think, for the purposes of our first promotion, but if it dies, it dies. And it died. Well. I mean, you can hit. It's not like it's not like XCOM 2 or the long war mod. The 0% shot can hit. Can in theory hit. It's not likely, but it's possible. Okay, that may bleed out actually. There's a theory. There's a reason for my madness of why I'm running away from Scorpion. Oh, it's way over. I thought it was closer to us. Don't shoot a rebel. Just unload your mag so you don't shoot it. You'll use the last bullet. It's still bleeding, yeah. It is. There, that's unconscious. Cool. Well, we saved a civilian. One got killed by a scorpion, which is fine. People got stats. Oh, surprising you get health for getting injured, but yeah. Rebel senior. Me and Rebel got promoted. Rebel is our first recipient of a medal. Battlestar combination. Combat injuries are painful lessons to anyone who survives them, not only to their brain, but also their entire body. Each level increases your health by 1. Also not Rebel. What do I need? Finish here prescribed. Scorpion counts. Also happy 4th. Yeah, so I need both of these. Oh yeah, gem. Yeah, so welcome on in. We're playing a new mod. I don't suppose you want us to volunteer to serve XCOM, would you? That was a bird giant music, actually. We're barely in the very beginning of the game, so life don't expect to live that long, but we will reincarnate GG Parish. First organization is Exalt. Okay, car 2, you're up. Hey, Rainbow. I mean, I have played this mod a few years ago. I was honestly deciding between this and Longwear and decided to play this instead because new version got released yesterday. I'm assuming you want to serve on the XCOM roster called Barracks. Do you want to go at nighttime? I have background knowledge, but that was back in version 3.1, so I'm not sure how relevant most of it is. You know what? Sure, we'll be daring. Always been squeamish on night missions, but we should be fine, I think, against Exalt. Do not have the mag light. Well, have that, but take a pistol instead. Won't turn it on prematurely. Apple once again wanting to grab that. Yeah, I was in an Exile mood. I just was very curious about what 3.8 had, as well as like 7 other updates between my last playthrough and this one. Oh, you can't even equip that because it's too heavy. Just yeah, I'll do. Night vision on. Oh, hi. Off. Click. So we're gonna Strong War, so when I get back to Long War, it'll be available to you. I might consider it. We'll see when I get to that point. Oh, you actually didn't die straight up. No, you might actually be dead from the buckshot. Yeah, we'll see. I'll be interested to see how far along the development it is by the time I don't this playthrough. Yeah, there's a reasonable chance we may keep this guy alive without having to. There's a reasonable chance he may live through this engagement, so we can interrogate him later. Oh, think that'd be enough. Should be fine. Because Ball's standing on top of his stuff, so he shouldn't injure us, I hope. Well, see, this is pretty dicey anyway. No, went back to being unconscious. Someone's in that house. Okay, he's unconscious. He's unconscious for realsies. Oh, that? Okay, that's where he's at. Can't put that away. Alright, I'll catch you later, Dear Amble. I will ask again if you want a soldier or not, because I may just put you in regardless. No, just you. I was thinking it'd be more since difficulty 4. Well, got our first captive at least. Put you on the list. Agents. You're no longer Droga, you're now G Rainbow. And a hazard. Okay. I can't promise much other than free taxes. I mean, not paying taxes and maybe living long enough to see aliens. We'll see. Mega Scorpion Corpse. This creature is exactly what it appears to be, an unusual large scorpion. It has the same body plan, internal organs, and overall genetics. The only remarkable thing, apart from size, is the complexity and volume of its brain. Body chemistry is somewhat bizarre, and we should assume it's to compensate for the remarkable efficiency of its simple respiratory system. Okay, now tell me about... not just yet. I don't know about our Exalt friend. Exalt Infiltrator. These citizens are the Exalt organization's low-level agents. Most of them resume their daily lives as normal, sadly waiting for orders from the top. Others are tasked with distribution of the Cyclone Superchuck, and a small numbers actually participate in terror attacks. Did I mention they're all heavily addicted to the Cyclone? Yeah, I guess now you know why they're so devoted to the organization. Staff put a terrible message. Commander, I'd like you to listen to this recording I secretly made interrogation office. Any new pliers? Yeah, the ones he got me broke while I was using them. And yes, we need a new chair. As the old one has holes in the seat. Yeah, that's right, holes. While you're at it, can we get us 50 gallon drum? The bucket isn't. Never mind. I'll go ask one of the hangar boys if we can strategically transport equations equipped with alternative locations. Of course, I'm a pod commander. This has to stop. Our budget can't cover this for eternity. Chairs do not grow on trees. Of course, the chairs is the important thing in life, not the drum, not the bullet holes, probably. Thanks. We need this eventually. Oh, research, right. Protection will get done eventually. It's important though. You know, not getting shot and surviving is actually pretty significant to living long in this field of work. Another life form. Since Rebel's still out for another week, we'll take. Doing that the wrong way. We'll take the Rainbow in the case. XCOM CIB general strategy. Our first step should be to secure our position, since we're not being taken very seriously by the UN. We therefore find and present some proof that there are some forces at work which could threaten the world peace. Our first issue to tackle is finding organization for a concurrent spike in the number of criminal organizations and religious sects noticeable on every continent. We should learn more about them, preferably by arresting their members and interrogating them. It should give us a better understanding of this social phenomenon and help us put a stop to it. The second problem, perhaps a more striking one, is a dramatic increase in reports regarding strange creatures, monsters, and the like. It's not a global issue to be tackled. Need to investigate these reports, and if there's a grain of truth in them, we must capture or dissect such a creature. I guess. Yeah. Right, so research a captive. Alright, unlocked by is either one, right. I always get that mixed up with depends on. Although maybe it got changed from needing a corpse or needing a live captive to no, I'm probably getting mixed up with Promo 2 stuff. Or how to get to Promo 2. Logo having it found dead. Okay, I guess the skip for today is everyone picks up a fire hydrant for use. I mean, a extinguisher for use. Today we're fighting. The picture for Shambler's changed. I would like that capture because that's important, but we'll see. No guarantees in that. Didn't even puncture it. I mean, if we injure, we can just do the whole running around strategy, because I remember in my last campaign, I got stuck really bad with fighting one of these guys because they were needed for future research. Not even injured. Not even a bleed. Intro H, isn't it? Rolled zeros or not. Okay, I got a bleed on it. Run like heck. Oh, hi. I'm pretty confident this guy could run faster than us, but just taking some pot shots. One thing I will point out, take one more shot, is the description for, well, briefing for his environmental alerts do matter, so just because there's one description in the geoscape does not mean that the battlescape briefing will not will change. I mean, will be the same. We just got lucky this was a variant where there's only a singular critter. Because if it was one for multiple, then I would definitely would have dropped this guy a long time ago with the shoddy. Yeah, but that guy can zoom. Eventually he will collapse from the fails we dealt, but and the mission will end, but until then we sort of have to play keep away with this guy. Zero GTUs. There's probably a better way, but I always forget. Keep running. I'm not sure if the Simi picked up a shotgun shot, but at least it played out, didn't die, so that works. People got stats, we got a Shambler. Yeah, oh, I need a spider too. Well, spiders are easier than Shamblers to catch. And we got the first Cavaliers. Awards. Cavaliers are awarded to every agent who manages to protect the lives of all XCOM allies or civilians in a mission. Every level increases standard by 1, and bravery is also awarded on 3, 6, and 10. Well, level 6, 3, and 10. You're definitely on the list, but you're a low priority for now. At least happy we caught Shambler, because again, I got time locked words. That gatekeep me. I really can't word today. That kept me from doing the cave stuff for like the entire campaign, and I never saw anything past like a certain point. Never saw the end game of that storyline. Personal protection. Kevlar vests are hardly cutting edge technology, but apparently were not considered important enough for a steady supply of these. I hope to correct this apparent error, even though it will be a lot of paperwork on my part. And they're somewhat expensive for what little protection they offer, but maybe at least they'll make our agents happier. Well, for now, how about this? How about using some good old leather coats? These will keep you weatherproof and might stop a weak attack. Leather coat's more durable than a business suit. Offers some basic protection against knives, fire, similar hazards. So what we're using before, 5 armor. It doesn't protect you at all, but it looks pretty snazzy. And the important thing is leather coats are used for covert ops. That's the major thing that's important. Don't need the van just yet. Cyber investigations. Need that for the Intel Center. Alright, blood boosting. Right. Sorry, I get caught up in this research line. For now, let's at least get eggs all work done. Six coats will do. All right, that's for the other card that we'll have. Okay, I glad I checked this. I thought I did put. It's autosave, but maybe not. I'm not do a hard save, I guess. I fix it later, I guess. Okay. Illegal trade field. Operatives discovered a weapons smuggling operation related to legal organizations we fight. Captured some documents and 20 grand in cash. Ooh, requisition files. Nice. I would take one off that, put on the requisition because that's important. Because I could tell us about a number of things. Illegal requisition files. These files contain details on some unauthorized equipment used by the criminals. We should spend time collecting and analyzing them, as they may be important evidence to present to the council. Files tell us about... Ooh, machete's nice. Unless I can't buy those yet, in which case it is good to have. Machete is a simple and versatile blade, used in many regions as a tool and melee weapon. It does 20 cutting damage. It has modifiers to accuracy and power that's based on your melee. Accuracy modifier 50 plus half of your melee, power of a third of your strength, and 10% of your melee stat. Maybe buy some later. Knives are pretty serviceable for what they are. Until we get more competent. Or am I wrong in that fact? Actually, no, machete's just better. Suspects in Boston. More exalts. Send cards here at them. Ram down surveys. Council salvagers dumped some found evidence in us. Well, I guess my engineer's something to do. A land survey. Our special agreement with the council salvagers allow us to employ their services in planetary survey operations. You can buy these. And once they arrive, you can put engineers to look at what they found, and it could be pretty much anything. Two or three at once. We'll see what they give at the end of the day. Okay, this is a daytime op. You can actually carry a stick. You have contact. Oh, you have a hunting rifle. That's actually not. Yeah, I may want to just run for cover because that's something I don't want to be fighting at range. I was wondering when we see our first like proper. Our first proper actual gun. And nice shot. F. Oh, you cannot cross. You are not that fast. I'm too used to our agents being like buffed out. That can go anywhere if they want to, sort of thing. You should bleed out. Exile's not really known for being resilient. Yeah, what pistol? For being 7%, it's actually more accurate than I thought it'd be. Yeah, I don't see any equipment of any of his stuff getting dropped, so I think he's still. I'm assuming he's still alive. Or he could just be unconscious in the shadow somewhere. I don't know. He sees us. Okay, hunting rifle that is bleeding out. Hey, you're gonna run across. That should be fine. As for affable, I'm gonna see if I can make sure this guy doesn't bleed out entirely. One turn too late. Well, I can still use your gun at the very least. Drop the flare. Actually, no, you can't see from there. You're not looking at us. Okay, he may just bleed out. I'm fine with that. I prefer captives and actual dead bodies because they gave us research. He bled out while he went unconscious. Well, I got some stats. More importantly, we found an actual gun. Havoc. Okay. That's definitely new. Well, oh, that was actually a new combination. Overwatcher. Be quick or be dead. This combination is awarded for killing enemies with reaction fire. Each level increases reaction by 1. Okay, and land surveys had a fainter wolf corpse, shattered body, and a dead infector. Okay. Oh, and I had to research ILA groups. Okay, that character does do it. I thought it was important. I thought it was important because I remember it being important for later stuff. Probably confusing that with a live infector. Research done on Exalt. Exalt is a clandestine organization, mostly active in the Americas. It was founded by a group of powerful individuals with political connections, and appears to have a hand in various criminal activities like illegal drugs distribution. Their signature trading goods are mental devices called cyclones, rumored to be highly psychoactive. There's little doubt that such devices have extraterrestrial origins and are probably highly dangerous. For now, just put down logistics, I guess. Actually, no, operations. I mean, I'm also curious what Cyber Investigations is, but in due time, I guess. The important thing is to know about all these stuff for the Intel Center because that gives us more scientists. Water cash. 4,997, 4,998, 4,999, 5,000 US dollars. What else could you tell us? Oh, I guess it's mostly like all the strange inputs, I guess. Yeah. No, there's some dossiers mixed in that stuff. Okay, yeah, I had to research that. Okay, got it. Okay, got our hangar, which means I can buy one more car for the moment. There's also Blood Rangers, but they're not that great, honestly. They have a really low range, but I guess if you had like something really close by, they're viable. Because they do hold more people, but it's not really worth it. It exists, it's not really that great. Oh yeah, there's Taser Pistol, I forgot that. Don't need that small shotgun, doesn't really matter to me. Hunting rifle. This type of rifle is mostly used around the world for hunting wild game. While the bullet is not very powerful when compared to similar military designs, it works reasonably well as a light precision rifle. It does 33 kinetic damage. More importantly, it's an actual gun, so it actually fires further than a pistol. Because weapon range is a thing, it's more of a thing for small arms like pistols, because they don't fire that far. And get this kitted up. Well, I traded oh, nice are still important for covert ops, I guess. Magnite, flares, rest of the medical stuff. I guess as we researched it, we can put that in a car. And where's some missions at though? That's some actual thing that's important. Right, the life form mission. Put Hazard and a red shirt. Just not in nighttime because that's a bad choice. People went missing in the vicinity. It's always a backup person that wants to carry a fire extinguisher. It's like a running gag if anything else. Today we are fighting beetles. Is it bleeding? It technically is. Will it? Should I keep it alive? Not really at that distance. Although that may just, it may just go unconscious from fatals. Surprisingly not. Alright, that works. Yeah, it has 5 fails. It may just bleed up even with me applying first aid. One way off the distance. So that's 2 fatals. Give him your first aid kit. That, pick this up. Tend to our beetle friend. Okay, it's unconscious. Put it in your hand for now. If it wakes up, you know what to do. I was thinking our agent was gonna get hit in the face by a beetle. I don't think it would have hurt, but it would have been an embarrassing tale to tell. You managed to not injure the beetle. That's the usual duck. Just looks like two beetles to me. Three zeros. And we can now roll. I mean, they're early weapons, but still, I'm surprising that it melts buckshot. Like, I know we're doing. I thought it was 16 damage. I know it's 15 base damage, but I'm just lowballing the damage roll now. Okay, I did some damage. It's still standing now. Go team. People got stats. Cavalier medals. At least we're capturing stuff, which is something I didn't think I'd be saying. Oh, I have a requisition file. Requisition file told us about the agricultural flamer. Agricultural tool can be adapted for field use by our agents. It can also be used in scenery, terrain, and hostels, but it has a very limited range. I don't think I can acquire that until like we get promoted, right? Or am I thinking? I mean, I could technically get it soon, but I'm not going to use it. Another life form mission. Then car one at that. Alright, basic operations. I've assembled the finest operations team. I'm sure you'll find me so, Commander. Please check your reports. I think they already have some groundbreaking ideas. We can now research cyber investigations, cover sportsmen, Crowbar acquisition, and XCOM docs. Why am I? Oh, that's a 20. I thought that was a 2-day. Oops. And put the round. It should be done soonish. I saw it and I thought it was 2 dots, which is 2 research days. Suspects in Berlin. Yeah, dang on. I thought that would have been a different organization. Cars 2 job. We located members of an illegal organization known as the Church of Dagon. As usual, need to capture one alive if possible. We see one down the street. It has a revolver and a piece of and a pipe. I do not want to be anywhere near that because the revolver could probably drop someone. With the revolver can drop someone. Run for cover. Take a pot. Take a pawn shot and go for cover. Yeah, that was success. I mean, it wasn't. At least it wasn't a crossbow, but that's something I don't want to be touching at. Wait, this car had a honey. I should have had that equipped. Did not injured, but he did show him who's boss, I guess. In this area. One day, 5 days, 10 days, 50 days. But dot is it. I think in this mod, this has changed. A dot is a research day. A dash is 5. And equal sign is 20, and a hash sign is 50, I think, or 100. I forget. It's been a while. My mind was thinking that equal sign was 2 research days, and it clearly wasn't. Okay, that guy's bleeding now. He should heal over pretty soon. I'm pretty sure there's a mark for 50 days. I just don't remember what it is exactly. Or was it hash mark of 100 research days? Again, it's been a while. Anyway, the guy we shot at should go unconscious soon. 50 is a hash sign. Okay, so I was misremembering. I'm not surprised. The question of the day is, where's our second Dagon friend? Those room maps are always obnoxious because they're just too big for what they... It's just too big to explore with 2 people. No, other friend has a shotgun. Great. Yeah, that guy I may just have to kill with our shotgun friend. the new building type soon. I remember there being a number of industrial maps. Unless this is a new one for like this amount of people, this amount of cultists to go after at this point. I am surprised he did not see and kill Affable. Yeah, other guy actually did bleed out. Cool. Little bloodshot massage never hurts. Don't eat your shotgun now. Keep your ammunition now. I'll sell it later. Ball somehow gets. Oh yeah, because he did shoot from long range. They say luck is also a skill. Agents who hit targets against really poor odds seem to be living proof of this role. Each level increases your firing accuracy by 1. It's also the combination is easy to get with a certain weapon that we'll get at some point. Oh no, car 1 had the hunting rifle. Never mind. We shouldn't need it, but just in case you can carry. Oh, too heavy. G-Ramble can hold it, I guess. Oh, Cobras. Well, I'm glad I caught the hunting rifle because those guys are actually scary. Yeah, let's leave before Rainbow dies. I'm surprised he didn't get dissolved immediately, but yeah, that sucks. Getting injured so badly, you get two medals a patient. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, apparently. Agents who spend a lot of time in the hospital tend to be harder to bring down. Each level increases stun recovery by 1. Yeah, Rainbow's out for a month. He should. Yeah, my mindset was I could get away with a hunting rifle shot. I didn't check angles. I didn't realize the Cobras saw Rainbow do that. Yeah, Cobras suck. Cobras have range, and as well as a couple other critters, but yeah, that was my own fault. XCOM Summary Report Number 1. From XCOM Global Investigation Bureau to United Nations Committee. Subject: Paranormal Activity. Our investigation into anomalous reports around the globe has allowed us to confirm that these incidents are indeed caused by factors which cannot be explained using conventional scientific knowledge. Most striking examples include abnormal biological organisms, see attachment number 2. But we believe that the greatest concern to the UN is the emergence of clandestine terrorist organizations that seem to be somehow related to this paranormal activity. We strongly recommend that the United Nations Committee takes additional steps to gather more intelligence regarding these groups. Now research our promotion, which is important. Yeah, because I was thinking promo 1, 2 days. Yeah, summary report 20 days. How long is this? That's 10 days. Yeah, I'm never gonna research Anfield unless I get bored with what I have. Go working on our new friend. Promotion 1. You've been given additional authority. You will now be known as XCOM, Paranormal Activity Unit. We can now buy hazmat suits and smoke grenades. You can now research XCOM history, Curie Kai, transportation alternative, flare gun acquisition, hunting rifle acquisition, flashbang grenades, and position markers. Yeah, I definitely want those armored vests, but those are gonna be a while. They're on the list. As well as the peppers. There's a lot of things going on the list, but get to those in due time. What time is it? Almost midnight. Keep going for a little bit longer at least. $1,000 points. Council of Fellow Nations very impressed with your excellent progress. Keep up the good work. And we got 134,000 more in cash coming in. Our Dagon friends been researched. These individuals are initiate members of a quasi-religious organization called the Church of Dagon. They speak of secret rituals involving human sacrifices, meant to gain favor from ocean deities, but otherwise live normal lives. They're mostly just civilians, but crazy, armed, and dangerous. 7:53 AM in the UK. Alright, it's like that's pretty much like a 9-hour difference, I think. Thermodynamics of violence. They say that you can't squeeze blood from a stone. That is true. But if we squeeze hard enough, blood will flow anyway. One small note, because I did gloss over it. Anything that says affects game progression, it usually means missions get filtered in or out. Get filtered in and out. So because we did research on exalts, that means that more exalt missions are getting filtered in to this month's list of missions that can spawn. But we have yet to meet the other two cultist, big cultist groups we'll be dealing with in the early game. Another life form. We'll send cards. Suspects. Alright, part of me is curious what Azorus is. Azorus. Autonomous region of Portugal. Or an agricultural, the Mid-Atlantic. Or, you know. More Dagonites. Card 3, Europe. Hunting rifle acquisition. Which means we can now actually buy hunting rifles. It's really good to actually have that, because it's an actual gun we can use immediately. Research available. That leads to private transport, gives us private cars. And put on logistics, I guess. Okay. Guy there, but he's covered by fencing, so I'm just gonna reposition. Ow. Okay, that could have dropped him, but I got lucky. Other person came. Oh, no, that's the revolver dude. Why? It. Did I at least make him bleed? I did. Do I wish I could actually hit these guys with stun sticks? I wish I could. Okay, that was lucky. Okay, that's a light pistol. That's not as dangerous. The revolver, yes. The light pistol, not particularly. I don't remember exact damage numbers on the Enfield, but I want to say 28 base damage. I'm probably wrong in that fact. Oh, hi. Yeah, bye. I would let him bleed out, but he a little bit too close for comfort. You're way over yonder. Okay. Maybe I can at least capture this guy. Did I really hit a 0 on dude? I did in fact hit a 0 with a Glock. Sure. Shotguns are a rough life when you're too far away to use them effectively. Where'd he? Okay, he. I either can't see him or he went too far. No, he must have ran off. Is that a different person? Well, he also has a light pistol, but I'm also way too far away to use it. I swear, I'm not a fan of this. I'm usually not a fan of this map for good reason. Oh no, there's okay. Two different dudes. There's one up top of here. Okay, you're gonna throw it back up because you are in a bad spot to be shooting that gun. You took three. Okay. So much for taking the fence will keep me safe. Go get patched up. Here was I thinking a light pistol would not hurt us, but again, just plain suits against that. Drop your meta pack. Drop this, pick this up. Apply first aid next turn. There, you're patched. Where is? Oh, he's on the roof. He's up. That's a bad angle, actually. Hitting Neo at least would be not as visible. Yeah, that'll do. What? Oh, cause yeah, that checks. And that made it worse. Always systematic gives me trouble. Right, and he went inside, of course. At least I have an angle, which makes this not as miserable still. And the newbie died. I may want to just leave. To be fair, I didn't see that guy for like so many turns. I thought he was like behind a house or something. Didn't think he just rolled up to just pepper our dude. Well, good thing it was a name, but it still sucks. But I think that might have been an OG, one of the original 6. Eric, how bad intro are you to? You need to leave if you can. This girlfriend we could have kind of went to. Oh, shoot, I was just gonna die. Leave. The important thing is Harrison didn't die, but still, I hate leaving missions like that. No, that was the guy with extra bravery on his, as his thing. Okay. Went to our... Become Infinite. Okay. Put those hunting rifles in after the mission. What went missing? These guys are fighting... Oh, spiders. A lot of spiders, okay. Yeah, that civilian's probably gonna die. I'll be honest. Hey, Bob Bear. Well, come on in. We may be fighting unusually large spiders. I don't think they're Australian size, but they are relatively big. Actually, I should kill that spider if I can. I mean, you're brave civilian, I'll give you that, but you're surprisingly not dead. Actually, Affable, go grab a pistol, because the desert life is not really ideal for you. That's... Oh, I can't take a clip. Insert the whole meme about the sand getting everywhere. Ideally, you want a spider alive, but they're not as hard to come by compared to a shambler. So if we kill them all, it's never really the worst. One, two... Oh, they're all in the same spot. Okay. That's a trees go. Yeah, you just hit a 7%, sure. Maybe Vol's gonna be cut out to be a sniper. As for the civilian, I'm just so he doesn't take a gun and starts shooting wildly at us. Getting you to take a chill pill for a second, or not. You took a fatal. So did you. I mean, as long as one of these things goes unconscious from blood loss, that's good enough for me. Okay. Civilian is pacified for the time being. Is it the ethical way we should be taking on civilians? In my defense, is civilians taking an unusual trek in the desert, knowing there's spiders around. What? I said he was gonna pick up ammunition, I totally forgot. Drop this, take out a second clip. Alright, you're good. You're set. The matter of which one will go unconscious first from blood loss. Well, which one will be the last one? Jeebus. Oh, Ball's getting some accommodation medals for this. So we shot, yeah. That's probably the last one, but yeah, look around just in case. Slash, make sure the civilian doesn't go and try to punch the spider for no reason. Yeah, that's the last spider. Okay, other civilians were pacified. Okay. Now, as usual, just wait until like he eventually does bleed out, and we can call this a day for this mission. There we go. Wait, did we? No. Oh well. I was thinking we caught one, but I guess it bled out. Guess we shot it once too many. Gunslinger, Lucky, Executioner, and Overwatch are all debulled. Handguns, challenging weapons. Generally speaking, all our agents are good at shooting pistols, but those who specialize in these weapons learn to move quietly and fast. Each level increases firing accuracy, as well as alternating between timings or reactions by +1. Killing 5 enemies in a mission is hard work, it builds character. Each level increases stamina by 2. And balls are here on the 4th lucky medal. Yeah, Bald may be a good shot. He may be good sniper material if anything. More egg salts. Oh, Rebel's back, so Rebel's back in. Yeah, you are ridiculous. You're actually a crack shot, and you have 4 lucky medals, which means you have more accuracy than most. Right, I need to put the new hunting rifles in. Did I? I didn't send a car. R1, you're up. Right, more egg salts. Tell you what, Rebel gets a hunting rifle for this. Can I take a pistol? I can. Oh yeah, and I forgot letter codes are a thing we can equip. This map, okay. You have an axe of some kind. Go for cover. Actually, no, I thought that was a door. Oops, that's my bad. That's Hatchet, dude. Alright, I forgot this is why I don't like the train tracks. Man, you really booked it. Well, he punched out a hole. That's good enough for me, I guess. Well, I guess today's LX day. I would value these captives' lives, but I mean these cultists' lives, but we only need one captive for research. I say as he goes unconscious from just getting shot like that. No, he bled out. Actually, no, I saw the hatchet guy multiple times. The other guy had a golf club. Untangling red tape. Your good performance last month is paying off. You were invited by one of the council representatives for a working meeting. It went well and it was friendly enough to help you catalog some new equipment. Not gonna be using that. Well, I was thinking it was some other axe, but it's definitely a weapon. This melee weapon is not the nimblest, but it causes horrific wounds. 60 cutting damage. Uses your melee and strength for various attributes. Yeah, we can't buy this, so it doesn't really help us. What are you out of curiosity? You are also a hunter. Jim. Yeah, I'm realistic I should get 2 more agents. I'll make it 4, live a little. Already got the suits. Hazmat is technically armor of some sort, but it has really bad visibility, so I'm not gonna buy it personally. I know we can buy battle axes. I don't have anyone skilled to use them, but they exist. Oh, I could buy smokes. You need a 3rd clip for that hunting rifle. I'd like to do one more mission before I call it good for today. Yeah, more wildlife. And card 2, I guess. And they will wait until daytime. Church of Dagon. The Church of Dagon is a secretive religious organization which originates from the Mediterranean area. Its followers worship an ocean deity named Dagon, to whom they offer human sacrifices. High-ranking members of the church reportedly have direct contact with messengers of Dagon, who are said to live under the sea. The church has maintained its presence in Europe and Africa for many decades. It's quite influential, though real cultists have trouble interacting with normal humans due to physical and psychosocial changes caused by the cult's practices. It's a 15-day project. Yeah, give me logistics. Like, I should research Kirikai, but I need armor. Actually, I'm able to research armor. Oh, Kevlar vest. I'll organize the rest of this later. Here's who these people are. You are an explorer. Got a police officer person. Oh yeah, pretty much the meanie original 6 career. Pretty much +1 in like everything, but in every single physical attribute. A trader. Interesting. For now, since Rainbow and Hazard are out for a number of days, puts people in training. And while I'm thinking about it, because I forgot to. Can I afford large living quarters? Cost a mint. Yeah, let's just get this done, I guess. And I'll put a gym here temporarily. In the future, when space defenses are a fact of life, I will rebuild it. I will organize this more defensively, but right now, space is supreme. Space design is words. Space design, not really that make or break just yet. No. I just want to make sure I don't blow myself. I don't cause myself concerns down the line with large facilities like with constructing the large living and storage facility. People went missing. Should be fine. Actually, you could probably use this effectively. Yeah, don't know what we're fighting today. No, I don't need the sun right out for that for you. Oh, that's not what I was expecting to see today. I mean, catching it alive would be good, but catching a wolf alive would be good, but you're way too close for comfort. You could just use this instead. Just hold your shot. Also, I'm a little skirmish about werewolves because they can definitely move. Holster this. Gun strike, of course. If this doesn't go down, I may have to just leave. Of course. Yeah, you're too close. I need to leave, I think. Yeah. I value people not dying over trying to capture a werewolf, so. But I'm a captain and Ball's a senior agent. Cool. Alright, let these guys come back to base and we'll call it Shady Clinic. An unofficial underground clinic opened up in Port Said, offering free medical procedures for the poor. After a few people were healed of their ailments for free, and more quickly than with conventional medicine, it became quite popular. Aside from the first few visitors, no one who went to this clinic has been seen again since. By the time our investigators got to it, the perpetrators were gone, but their equipment was left behind. I'm not sure we can use that just yet, but it's salvage. Not that, it's valuable salvage. What does assemblies do? Speaking of salvage, sell this, lots of cash. Yeah, I just need one of these for research, but having that sort of knowledge is very beneficial. Okay, but either way, I'm gonna call it good for today. Alright, we made it through the first month. We had our first casualty already. Things will probably get worse before they get better, realistically, but we'll see what rest of February and beyond await for us in this ongoing campaign that's gonna take a while, realistically.